Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Walter at the workbench with the granite slab on top. Now, in a previous video, I showed you with my engineer's straight edge, which I don't know the tolerance of it, but this granite is within 1.5 thousandth, give or take, reasonably flat. I have to get a thinner shim. Now, going back to the number 5, I am retracting the blade. Okay? Now, if I put my number 5 carefully balanced in the vise, just not putting any pressure, I just want it to stay balanced. And I put this same straight edge on the sole of the plane. There is a hollow spot on the heel. We're in good contact around the mouth and even the toe. So there's that. Jumbo jack, number 5.5. If we do the same test, and it doesn't want to balance out. There we go. It is touching on the heel, not here, not at the mouth, and at the toe. So, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, the reason why this was planing a bump in the wood or a convex edge is because this was concave. So if I put it on the granite and do the same test, it's touching at the toe. It is touching, but not much. At the front of the mouth, behind the mouth, it's a little bit of a hollow. I'm getting just little tiny grabs. So it is not off by much. The number 5. There is space under the toe. There is space under the heel. But the middle, especially right around the mouth, is touching. So my suspicions from yesterday were correct. So how far off they are, that's another question. So I don't have any rolls of abrasive. So what I'm going to try and do is piece up some sheet, wet or dry, and tape it down to the bench just for a few test passes. I'm not looking to actually flatten the plane today. I am looking to test to see what we actually have. I got to give myself as much room here as possible, because that jumbo jack is pretty wide. So I hope you're having a good day. I have to get my day started early. I've got a busy evening. And so I'm out here in the workshop earlier than normal. Now, the normal process is to use a Sharpie marker across the toe, around the mouth, and on the heel. But we're thinking that there's a concavity in here. So I'm going to put a squiggle here and a squiggle here, and we'll see. And on the number 5, we know we're touching here and here. Not so sure about up here. I know I'm pretty much touching in here, but I don't know so much about back here. So these are just test passes. And I got to stay right within this paper. And I'm not putting any pressure. No pressure. Just pushing it back and forth. So we got about a dozen passes there. And what does that reveal? It reveals that we are touching pretty much on this side of the toe. We are touching at the mouth. We are definitely touching at the heel. Not so much in here, but there are some fine scratches in there. So the concavity could be minimal. Now, also, you have to remember, the granite slab may not be to within 1,000th of an inch. So there might be some discrepancies there. So I reversed the plane to average out any discrepancies I might have in the granite. You follow me? So there we have it. It's touching across the heel. A little bit of the back corner isn't so much. These squiggles are starting to get scratched, and then the mouth is being scratched and the toe is being scratched a little bit off this corner. So for right now, I don't need to do anything else with this plane, because within my ability to test, that's flat enough. Let's see what results we get with the number 5. No pressure. I just got to be careful I don't catch that corner of the paper. So here's what we have with the number 5. Remember I said this will have a belly in it, and there, sure enough, this area here is being polished out more than here and here. So this would be a candidate for a bit more serious flattening. However, as I mentioned in the last video, if I were to have anything, I would like to have a little bit of a belly right near the mouth of the plane. So, here we go. The mouth of the plane is in full contact. The central section is mostly in contact. So the only place I'm losing contact is back here and up here. So this would be my preferred scenario if I had to have anything. Now I'm putting just a little bit of downward pressure here. This is pushing forward and back. And as before, I'm going to reverse it. We'll go over here to sort of average everything out. Now this is the test. If I wanted to go ahead and flatten this plane, I would have coarser paper, full length, and I would also have better testing equipment. So as you can see, squiggle goes away. Good contact here, very good contact there. Good contact here, a little bit of squiggle here. This plane is suitable for work. Okay, so I just wanted to follow up on what you would do next, and that is a test. Now I'm going out and about later today. I'm going to see if I can't get some cigarette paper. Now, I'm not a smoker, but the cigarette paper, the tissue paper, is so thin that it would be thinner than my feeler gauge. We can get a little bit more accurate, but for now, that's all I would do. Hope you like this and you found it useful, helpful. It's not entertaining, I'll tell you that much. Head out to your shop. See what you have to be able to test the flatness of your planes. Walter out.